I'm just joking.
Camera action.
Ladles and Jello Spoons, it's Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. It says here that we're live, so we must be live. You're probably watching an advert right now and can't hear a word I'm saying, but if you watch on catch up, then I'd like to welcome you to the channel. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55. Monday's all about you. We interview people here in Kayasavaki. We've got quite a few people here today, so I'm really excited about that. Wednesdays we discuss a subject and you can come on live using your phone and your tablet from cold Scotland or warm Australia, depending on where you are in the world. America, China, we don't care. On Friday I'm out in a bar having a beer and Christina says, "What's the difference? Come and find me and have a moon." Been shot. I've been shot. That's why I went out of focus, because it only focuses on live people. I'm dead. It's not actually showing up on here, so I don't think I'm live, to tell you the truth. I am live? Okay, there you go. So what I've got to do is to go back in here. Oh, it does say we're live actually, there you go. We shall see what we shall see. Okay, then I'll stop that then. It's not working properly. I tried to do something new today on here, but don't worry about it anyway. So, thank you for coming. So, I also go walking about 9 o'clock in the morning. Today was a bit late, but I go walking anywhere you like. And if you want to come along on a walk, just to come and chit chat, then you're welcome. Send me an email, me@timothydow.com, and you can come for a walk anywhere you like. I will come to you. We'll park near wherever you are, or we'll grab you out of your hotel and take you somewhere, and then we can walk for an hour and have a chit chat. So, a guy that's done all of these now, he's been for a walk, he's been on Freaky Friday, and now he's turned up at Meetup Monday, is Dave the Rave. Come on in, Dave. So I'm going to go wide here.
Right.
So you got to get in front of the camera.
Right, okay.
And if you can see yourself in that little
Hello,
TV
guys.
there, then you're on it. If you can't see yourself, you're not on it.
Yeah, I'm half on at the minute.
Yeah, you got to come to me.
Right.
There you
That's
go.
better.
That's better.
Right.
Tim and Dave and Tim, do me a favour, leave it out in the Queen Mum looking good for years. Give me a pint of jelly deals and a pickled egg, me old China. So here we are. This is Dave the Rave. I met him for the first time on Friday.
Yeah.
And he came for a walk, and then he says, "What are you doing tonight?" I said, "I'm getting on the lash." He says, "I'll come with that."
Yeah.
So go and watch that. That's fun.
Yeah.
He says he was a bit fidgety.
Yeah. I'm
He's just got to relax.
Yeah, relax.
There you go. There you go.
I live on my nerves.
On your nerves?
Yeah, I do a bit.
Really?
I've always been like that since I was a kid, you know.
Really?
So, I don't know why.
Is that because your father was a headmaster, maybe?
No.
No? That didn't affect you at all?
No, I take more after my mother, I think. She was a bit of a sort of, I would say, sensitive sort of person.
Okay.
So, anyway.
That's not a bad thing.
Say no more.
Say no more. If we get in the middle, it's exposed. The sun's just about to go down, and it's really overexposed in the background. This is the Mind Hotel. This has been empty, or was empty, for about 30 years, and then a conglomerate took over. 30 kilometres an hour. There you go. A conglomerate took over and turned it into a sustainable hotel. He's the guy that drives past our house at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He's a show off.
He's a show off, yeah. Get a muffler. Get a muffler. Now this microphone that we got on today is a 360 degree microphone, so we can hear everything everybody's saying.
But you bloke. Sorry.
No, I just don't want you saying something you don't want to go out live. Oh, the sun's coming in. All right, there you Dave.
Oh, right.
That's what you came here for, wasn't it?
Oh,
really?
yeah, of
And
course,
so,
yeah.
what did you do? You went up to Hell's Valley yesterday.
Hell's Valley? Oh, you mean up that bike?
Barranco del
Is that what they call it,
Infierno.
Hell's Valley?
Well, Barranco is like a valley or a... Yeah,
Oh, yes.
And Invierno is like hell.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Barranco
yeah, it was
del
quite a
Infierno.
hike going up and down and sort of
And what's at the end of it?
a tiny waterfall. That's it.
Did you take a photograph of it?
Yes, I did.
Let's have a
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
It's going to show us a picture of the waterfall.
Oh, right.
What I'll do is I'll stick it on my Instagram. Or
Oh,
what I'll actually do is I'll link to his Instagram,
Yes.
and you can go and check his Instagram out.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Because you haven't done your channel yet, have you?
No.
But he's going to do a
yeah.
channel.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I've got to find out what the guys are saying. Is anybody asking questions?
I've got a video, that's no good. Well, there's a picture. That's it, really.
I'm just going to turn this off. Oh, I've got to turn this down. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting an advert for Asisa, whatever that is. Shall I buy some? I don't know what it is. Asisa. Oh, here we are, we're live. We're live.
Right,
So, let me see.
that's it. I've got a video. A video better, man. You can see it falling.
Oh, I can't see a bloody thing.
Where's the video?
I don't think that's going to work, mate.
No.
Is it? Will it? Oh, it might do.
Well, try the video, then you'll see it going down.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll link his Instagram in the description, and then you can go and look at it. You do have a public Instagram, don't you? We'd have to be your friend to watch you, to see your stuff.
I don't mind. Who sees it?
Yeah, but the question was, have you set yours to public, or does it say...
Oh no, it's not to public. No.
It's not public.
Well, no, I'll try to set it.
Don't go through his Instagram then. Waste of time, mate. Waste of time.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know.
You can set it to public.
You can, yeah.
That looks
Well,
quite
tell
nice.
them to go there then. And,
Looks like an elephant having a pee.
where'd you put it on there?
What is it?
Yeah, just show it to the Wi-Fi. There you go. The camera lenses are probably good. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I'm not with it. I've only had one point.
I've met him 3 times now and expected... Well,
No, I won't do it, will it?
no, it won't, because
No.
it's... I think the nearest focal length is about here, but we'll see. But we're having fun. Oh yes, the 60s. They're all just talking amongst themselves now. Let's see who's came on. 80 people watching. Eugene McGeever, Edinburgh on a Scout. That's Michael's on. Jim Larkin, Evie Blue, Jeff Daniels saying good evening. Thumbs up says Craig. It's Craig. Charlie, Tina Rigby's on. Hi Tina. Anne-Marie Elton, thank you so much for all you do there, Anne-Marie. Tina Daly, Jeff Daniels, Alan Fraser, thank you for your support, Alan. Pearson's Adventures, don't forget to go and check them out. They've got a great little channel there. And the dad, which is North Tenerife man, NTM, he's really good. I'm skipping over people, but I'm not ignoring you. Derek's on. Jim, happy Christmas is saying to all those people that celebrate Christmas. You got to be careful these days, haven't you? Can't you just say happy holidays or something like that, or happy year or something like that. Edinburgh on his guide. Hello, hope you're well. See, talking about stuff. Julie's on. Sarah Ricketts is on. Sarah, are you any relation to Bobby? Hope you will. Anze, Ray Duffy's in Wet Cumbernauld. John and Jade's on, whoever they are. We might find out in a minute. Steve Coe's on. Thanks for the shout out, says Pearson's Adventure. Anytime, my friends. Anytime. So back to Dave the Rave. So you've been here, you got here last
Tuesday. Yeah, back tomorrow, yeah. It's
Back tomorrow,
too
so
short, really.
it is too short.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be quite so
Call them up.
Oh, what's that?
Call them. I'm
Call
saying.
Oh, yeah.
Do you work?
Oh, you asked me that before.
I did, yeah.
Man of leisure, I said.
Man of leisure,
Yeah,
so...
I said that. I'm free, you know.
Oh, he's looking as well.
So. Yes.
So if you are young and nubile between, let's say, 25 and 28?
Well,
Up to 60, was it? Up to 60, yeah.
over 25, under 60.
Over 25, under 60, right? But if you're a young 65, that's also okay, right? No,
They
don't
go
want
off
no,
after
no.
60.
They go off. They do go
I
off.
shouldn't
do
say
they?
that, really.
You shouldn't say that. You actually just ruined the whole thing
Oh,
now.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry for any offence, everyone. Girl.
No,
Women.
There's no offence because we organised this beforehand that I was going to rib him about it and he was going to get all hoity-toity, so don't worry about it. He's a nice lad. I have seen him 3 times now and he's been very nice to me. So
Yeah.
I can imagine,
Thank you, yeah.
a man of leisure with a dog,
Yeah.
his own house by the sea,
Yes.
could be something you're looking for. Go on his Instagram. Unfortunately, you can't get in because it's all private.
Yeah, it's called Mikey Dave. I'm on there. My name there, I'm on there.
Mikey-
Mikey Dave.
Mikey-
Dave 22.
Mikey Dave 22.
Yeah. That's,
Good job he said that because Mikey Dave 21's a totally different guy,
oh, right. Yeah, right.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to anybody whilst you're on?
Anyone who knows me, hi. How are you?
What about the people who don't know you?
Well, I'm looking for new friends, you know.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So, why should they come and visit you in Teignmouth? You're not in Teignmouth, are you?
Maybe.
Maplethorpe,
Yeah.
same place.
I don't
South Coast.
I'm going to move on from there.
Are you going to go move on?
Eventually, yeah.
Where you fancy going? Tenerife?
Further south.
Oh,
I
where's
don't
that?
know. I don't know if you can move abroad. It's so easy, is it?
Pearson's Adventures and their mum and dad, they did it the other day.
Did they?
Yeah. They live in the
My
north. They live in the
my
north.
brother
now.
told me you can only spend 3 months a year abroad now if you're a British citizen.
You can only spend 3 months abroad as a tourist,
I was a tourist.
but you can move anywhere you like.
Can you?
Well, I mean, North Korea probably not.
Oh, right. Yeah. But right, would I need to get citizenship if I wanted to move here?
No, all you got to do is to make sure you're not a burden on society.
Oh right, okay.
So
I see.
you just need to have
You've got to support yourself.
You got to support yourself,
Yeah.
or get a job.
Yeah, of course. Well, lots of hotels around here.
Well, yeah, if you're in the hotel business, the easiest way to get a job here is to get a hotel in a chain that's on the island, somewhere else,
Yes.
and then transfer from that chain to here.
Yeah.
There you go. So this is Dave the Rave. You've seen him 3 times now. We're fed up of him, so we're going to chuck him back to another table now, and we're going to bring somebody else
Someone
on.
else
Dave,
can
thank you very much, my friend.
All right then.
Don't forget, I'll put his link to the Instagram. It might be public by the time we turn it on, so
Yeah, okay.
that's it.
All right.
Thank you very much. Cool dude. Let's zoom in on me now, because I'm special.
You can go
I'm
next if you
special.
like.
Woohoo! Special.
So I'm in my chair here then? Oh,
No,
you
this
want
is the
that
hot
chair?
seat.
Oh, that's the hot seat.
You lost your seat, mate. So, let's have a just see what you guys are saying before I pick somebody else up. Ah, Maria Albanos is on. Hola Maria. We tried your jerk chicken last night. It was fantastic, wasn't it? It was fantastic. Look, jerk chicken. What happened was Maria was very kind. When last time she was over, she brought one of these Simply Cook. They're like crock pots with different spices in, with a recipe. And there's like 5 recipes that you can do, or 4. And each recipe, it tells you what to do. They take about 20 minutes each, and it says like mix pot number 1 with pot number 2 and stick it in the oven. It's got everything you need, and then it just tells you what you need to buy extra to, what, like chicken and peas and what have you. It was jerk chicken, rice and beans, and charred sweet corn last night. Very good. Go check out the Instagram for the pictures, and
this was in coconut milk.
oh, in coconut milk, yes, that was lovely for Chris. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the camera up and hopefully do not. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. There we go. Should be okay. There's Chris.
Hey.
Is she in focus? Yeah. Let's get on there and focus. And we live up in here. There you go. And who else we got? We got Michaela and Paul.
Hi, folks.
Cool dudes, they'll be on in a minute. And John and Jay, give us a wave. And 3 people that we've not seen before, but they found us from La Caleta. This going left to right. This is Alwyn, Sue, and Graydon. Do we call you Gray for short?
Yeah.
Gray, there you go. And the sunset in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if that focuses on that sunset. Beautiful. Fantastic. So, I've got to pull this out again. I actually chucked the what's it called away, the Wi-Fi. I found the Wi-Fi is better if it's away from the camera, which is good. So, Graydon, do you want to come over and say hello?
Yeah. I was expecting a drone.
Let me just get this straight. Gesundheit. Take a seat. You're going to be close. Is that okay?
That's fine. Have you got wide angle to get us both in?
We've got 12mm, and we can do this. There we go. So we're both in. I always look bigger than everybody else because I'm closer to the camera, you see. So if I move like this, then we're about the same size, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 bookends.
2 bookends. So this is Graydon, ladies and gentlemen. Graydon contacted me. Very nice email, must I say.
Oh, fine.
Say we never met, but we're going to, he said. And I watched your stuff from La Caleta,
That's right, yeah.
which is where you were going to go. And you haven't been here since before COVID.
That's right, 3 years.
And he looked at that and he went, oh, let's see where it's going to change. And you not only looked at that, but you saw places that you could go as a limited mobility, mobility for one of your friends.
Tim did this walk through La Caleta, so we thought we'd view it online to see what changed in 3 years. And lo and behold, it's only a small little place. We managed to find nooks and crannies that we'd never been to, and shortcuts we never knew existed. So we'd been there twice before. So I started looking at a lot of his other videos then, which are very, very useful for us. So yeah, we're back in La Caleta again
Cool,
for the
dude.
third time this, yeah. So
That's better. That's better. Let's concentrate on the person talking, eh?
yeah.
You don't, nobody wants to see my mush, do they?
So we arrived last Friday, and to quite a warm spell. I must admit, it's going a bit chilly now, though, isn't it?
It will go chilly now until Saturday, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So, but we're saying chilly. It's not really chilly, is it?
No.
Yes.
Well, it was -8 when we left on Friday morning.
Where are you from?
In Chadderton, in between Oldham and Manchester.
I know that.
Yeah.
I used to know somebody who lived on Chadderton Drive.
Right.
I used to live in Unsworth.
Oh yeah, near Bolton.
That's right.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. So 3 years ago, the last time you came. But how long have you been coming all together?
We've only been twice before. 2018, 2019, both at Christmas time.
And what made you pick Tenerife?
Because of the weather.
So just basically the nearest place that's got sun.
Yeah. And my friend has had an apartment for quite a while in Las Americas. And he's been coming over for many years, more than 20 years.
Yeah.
And he kept recommending how good it was. So we thought, well, we've got to try this place. And it's basically when I retired. And I just thought,
You're not retired, are you?
Oh yeah, I thought when I retired.
Very young retired.
It's the makeup that does it.
It is, yeah. Makeup.
And I thought when I retired, where can we go in a winter that's going to be guaranteed reasonable weather? And here we are.
How long are you staying?
A month.
Cool dudes. That's what happens when you retire, innit? Just say that's it for a month.
First time we came, we did 2 weeks, and we thought that's not enough. So the next time we came, we did 3 weeks, and we thought that's not enough. So now we come for a month.
And at the end of it, you're going to say that's not enough.
I know, we're going to be looking for longer term rents.
So you're renting now in an apartment
La
in La
Caleta,
Caleta.
yeah.
Is that through Airbnb or somebody you know?
Through some property people that we met over here that rent. They actually bought the property for themselves
Okay.
to move into,
Yeah.
and never did, and still kept in their old property, and they now let it out through their own property company.
That happens to me as well. Sometimes I buy a house and then just don't use it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Lots of them.
So is this the first property you've had over here?
We didn't buy it.
Right.
We decided that we didn't have enough money. Now what happened was, what happens is we decided in 2012 that this is the place we wanted to come to, and then 2014 we came over and we said we'll rent for the first year and see what it's like, and then I'll get a job as a magician, and then we'll get a mortgage. And I ended up not getting a job as a magician. Well, I got a job as a magician, but unfortunately, I was expecting to get the pay that I was getting in Germany,
Right.
and it was like a quarter of what I got in Germany, even less than that. So there's no way I could buy a house. So we thought, well, we'll just keep renting, which wasn't bad because the rent was only $620. But after 7 years, they put it up to $880. So, but that's fixed for 7 years again now.
All right. Okay.
So in another 7 years, I should be all right because I'll actually retire officially then. So I should be good for that.
Ah, good.
But no, buying a property here is a bit weird, especially if you don't live here. If you come and you buy properties, there are lots of things hoops you've got to jump through. I think Paul and Michaela could tell us a bit about that if they're interested. So general things you've got to watch out for when they come on. And also go and look at North Tenerife man. Maybe he'll do a vlog about what it's like, 3 months on. They've moved here now, the honeymoon's over, what's all the stuff I've got to pay for, And so buying a property here, if you're not a resident, is one thing. Coming over to live is another thing, right? You emigrate, yeah? Like emigrating to wherever, and you become an immigrant.
Well, that's what my friend's done this year. He's had an apartment in Las Americas for 20 years or so, and this year they've just sold up in the UK and moved over.
Cool.
And they just live there full time now.
It's doable, isn't it?
So, do you consider yourself, have you got dual citizenship?
No, I've only still got British citizenship.
Right.
I spent 25 years in Germany, never changed.
Right.
And I spent 8 years yet now here, now I'm changed. I spent 5 years in America, didn't want to change.
Right.
I didn't see a benefit really, because we were in Europe at the time. And now I've got the Article 50. There's like, what's it called? It's called the Article 50 guarantee. So people who were here before Britain was ripped out of the EU, they didn't ask us as well. I wasn't allowed to vote in that thing because I wasn't living in Britain. So they ripped us out there, but they said anybody who was here and enjoying free movement and all the benefits that we get, you know, just living anywhere you like in the whole of Europe, we keep that.
Right.
When you come over now, you don't get the Article 50 guarantee, so you're a foreigner, right? So I'm quite lucky. As long as I've got my TIE with Articulo 50 at the bottom, then they treat me as if
So
I'm.
you got in at the right time then, didn't you?
I got in 7 years earlier,
And you've got me, of course.
and of course I'm married to a German, which has got its good points and its bad points. Bad points are they bombed our chippy.
Yeah. How'd you go on with World Cup? How'd you on with World Cup games then?
What sport?
Yeah, football.
Oh, I don't
How'd you
watch
go on with World Cup
football. I don't watch
football?
football.
Yeah, me.
No watcho de footballo. See, I speak perfect Spanish as well.
Yeah, excellent.
Do you speak any Spanish at all?
La cuenta por favor.
La cuenta por favor. You can say that later if you like.
And,
We got him set up now.
yeah.
And so, what did you do as a kid? What was the first job you ever had?
Well, the first job I ever had, I didn't want to work. When I left school, what I wanted to be is a musician.
That's
So
a job.
everything was geared up to doing something that I loved. So I took menial jobs to pay the way and buy enough equipment so I could become a professional musician, which is what I did for quite a few years.
So, what type of music you play?
A variety. I've played in country bands, in rock bands, in pop bands, in blues bands, in all sorts of bands.
And now you're a concert secretary in Bury Bridge Club.
Never been a concert secretary. I fell out with a few.
Did you do the Bury Bolton circuit? Did you?
I've done that.
Yeah.
I have done Bright Met and all them places in the past, yeah.
Cool, dude.
And well, yeah. So that's really what I wanted to do. So my apprenticeship was learning to play guitar and playing in bands all over the place.
You still play?
Not as much now. I kind of retired a few years ago. But I do a bit of radio presenting now on older community radio. So
Is that something we can listen to?
you can actually.
Can you send me the link and I'll put it in the link in the description down at the bottom?
Yeah, and they do, instead of what they call broadcasting, they do narrowcasting, which are narrow interest points that people may like, such as if you like blues or if you like soul music, or if you just like current affairs. They're broadcasting narrowcast so that people of any interest can tune into their particular time, rather than spread it all over.
That sounds really good. Is that a proprietary name, Narrowcast?
I don't know. It's the
I'm
word
gonna-
they've always used for it.
I'm going to nick it.
T-shirt.
I'm going to nick it. It's a Narrowcast.
If you broadcast to people within a band of interest like that,
Right.
narrowcasting rather than broadcasting, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to nick that, and you'll know I've nicked it from Graydon, and I'm going to. In fact,
Narrowcasting from Tenerife.
yeah. In fact, the balcony banter is a narrowcast because balcony banter's got a specific audience.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you watch any of the live stuff I do,
A couple.
but on Mondays and Fridays it's more to do with Tenerife and people in Tenerife and you know, a bit of fun and all that. And Wednesdays is a more serious sort of. Yeah, I mean, you can come on and discuss points. You know, I mean, we've got guests coming on with points of view, and you can have your own point of view. And we accept everybody. So if you want to find out how to join in, go to timothydow.com and press the button that says how to join in, and you'll find out that. So we're going to narrowcast that. And if you've got a topic you want to discuss, and it can be anything really, let us know, and we'll put that to the team, and we'll do that. This Wednesday is the Christmas party, so we're actually taking this camera to Little Germany down the road here, which isn't open tonight, unfortunately. and we're going to do the show from there. So we're only going to be on about 25 minutes, I think, because I'll have had 5 beers by then, and then I'm away with the fairies. So there you go. So I'm going to come back to Graydon now and ask him a last couple of questions. So Graydon, school was where?
It was secondary school. Was I grew up in a place called Shaw, which is near Oldham,
Right.
and so it was St Gabriel's or Crompton House as they called it. In school, I had no particular academic desires at all.
No.
All I wanted to do was music when I left school. That was it.
Cool dude.
And yeah, first jobs in all sorts of places, warehouses, engineering, anything, just to get enough money together to buy the equipment that I needed and everything like that. All sorts of stuff. A little later in life, I got proper jobs.
Proper jobs? You mean like where you got to work and stuff?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
we don't like that.
And had some responsibility.
We don't like that. And what was your favourite proper job?
I think the one I ended up in, I worked for a company that made sonar equipment for the Royal Navy and other navies.
Okay.
Navies, and I think that was the most interesting.
Cool dude.
Travelling through them and various other things. Yeah. So I ended up with a proper job that was a decent job in the end.
Cool.
Amazing.
And if you've got a window to the world now, what would you say to people? Anything you like.
Well, I would say to people, because music has such a place in everybody's life, but for different reasons, it has the power to take you back to a particular time, and you mustn't forget the power of that, because you can hear a song on the radio or you can play a song and it takes you back. I can play a particular song and it takes me back to travelling around Devon and Cornwall with the windows down in the summer 1976 with a pretty girl by my side and driving around every time I hear that song. And my wife's not jealous, because that was the girl that I actually married.
I was just about to say. Were you the pretty girl? Do you want to come and say hello?
And so
They're shy.
so
What about Alwyn? I'll hook you up with Dave the Rave if you want, Alwyn.
always got my winter coat out now. It's going cold now. But yeah, so never underestimate the power of music.
Exactly.
To take you back to a certain time, and it actually is very, very good. We've worked with people with dementia in the past. It is very, very good for people with dementia to be played music and to be encouraged to join in with music to help with the condition.
You know, that is really noble. The only problem I've got with that is in 10 years' time, when all the other guys are getting dementia, they're going to start playing the Sex Pistols. Remember the old one, Grandad? Oh, yeah, man, and take a race. Yeah, man, and a case. You know, it's... Ladies and Jelly Spoons, this was great. That was very interesting, Graydon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for coming.
All right.
And go and put your woolly coat on now.
Okay, cheers, thanks.
Cheers, thanks.
See you, everybody.
Okay, cool. That was great, ladies and Jelly Spoons. Let's see what you guys are saying. Christina says, order me chicken now. Is that what you're saying? Order me chicken.
And a beer.
And a beer. Order the chicken and the beers.
I would definitely not say that.
What, order a beer? She's good, you know, she's good. What's the picture like? I quite like the picture, actually. Slightly milder here in York, but dark and raining. Okay. Jack Bell will miss the heat, makes such a difference. Oh, there's loads. Harry Shaw's on. Hi, Tim and everyone. Paul Ramsey's on, having a great time. Met you last week. Was with Lee and Daniel. Okay, cool. Neil Davidson. Hey, thanks for your support, Neil. With the windy conditions at the Tenerife South Airport, what did they build the East Coast when it blows a hoolie most of the time, which makes landing difficult? Yeah, they did the North one and the South one. We're looking for an airport now here in Kayasavaki. So Kayasavaki International Airport. You heard it here first. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
What's the temperature there? What do you say the temperature is now? 22?
Yeah, probably.
It's above 20, I would say.
Wind's a bit cool.
Yeah, wind's a bit cool, but there you go. Jack Bell, Zek's on. Hey, warm today. Off to the Empire for the wife's birthday. Cool, Zek. Jason Dyer, Harry Shaw, thank you so much for the donation there. He says, enjoyed your recent walk past the bar. Carlos, brilliant family-run Spanish bar. Eat, drink and be merry for the little expense. Merry Christmas, Tim and Christina. Oh, thanks, Harry.
Merry Christmas.
I can't wait to see you guys next time you're over here. It must have been a year or two ago we were over in the corner over there. Ground floor, the pool is ideal for couples, says Angry Vellum. Where am I going? Denise Pierce says, good evening everyone, just watched a beautiful sunset over Punta Brava. Hope you're all well. We are. We were talking about the you do a vlog 3 months on. You know, we've moved over, we've got everything done. We're sat there now looking out the window, Punta Brava, come and do that. And Den, love to see Michaela on. She has a permanent lovely smile on her face.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know Den?
I don't.
There's a secret admirer. Paul's here, he's going to Maria Albanese, hola, Feliz Navidad, very close to book. Is the waiter going to come out?
I'll go and get it.
Charlie, tell him I live. Oh, Charlie lives in Royton. Is that close? Charlie lives in Royton. Is that close?
It's 5 miles from where I live. Yeah, 3 miles.
Right. He says he's going to break in your house at 3 o'clock tonight. Josie and the Pussycats. Hi, Tim Christina. Back in reality now. Nice meet up last week. See you in April. See you, Josie. And of course, always come to Meet Up Monday and meet the best people. Okay, I'll interview my mum and dad. Yeah, that's a good one. That's just another excuse to get over, isn't it? Maria.
Hola.
¿Qué tal? Bien.
Bien, hola Cristina.
Hola.
Una jarra,
Una jarra.
dos jarras,
Dos jarras.
una caña.
One.
Ah, una copa
Vino
de vino
blanca.
blanco,
Otro.
otra Fanta.
Fanta limón.
Vale, dos jarras, una copa de vino blanco, una Fanta de limón. Hola.
Yeah, we're just getting it in. We're just getting it in. The drinks in. Personal phone battery packed on. Now, talking about the phone battery, I actually am down to 1 on my camera battery, and I don't have my camera bag with me, so I don't have a battery. So I've got to get another person on quick. Who wants to go first? John and Jade?
Go for it.
Come and say hello, both of you, okay, before I run out of battery, and then we'll chit chat with you guys. So here we go. Let's zoom out. Right, you got to get in between us. There you go. John and Jade, ladies and gentlemen, this put the name to the face. You see it here on Living with MS in Tenerife. So, where are you from? What you do?
Yeah, I'm originally from Dumfries, Scotland. But we
Dumfries.
now live in Carlisle.
You live here?
No, Carlisle.
I
Yeah.
thought you said Callio.
No. I wish.
Carlisle. So how long are you over for?
20 nights. We've been here since a week on Saturday.
Oh, cool. So a long break and everything.
Yeah.
So bobbing down there is probably very uncomfortable, isn't it?
See,
Okay.
Let me do that. There you go. I've got it now. Is it too cold for you? It is the wind. In fact, what we should have done was gone around the
chilly up
corner.
here.
We should have gone around the corner. But it's the best backdrop here with the Mind Hotel and everything. And it's a lot brighter there than it is here, though, isn't it? But through this lens, you're seeing it a lot brighter than it was. So what I'll do, I'm going to darken you down. Don't darken my door. There you go. So we go a little bit darker. So why Tenerife?
sunshine.
Yeah, it's always the weather, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always the weather. It's
Yeah,
not the
we're
nice
from-
people and the good and the food, you know. So are you like a pint and chips and something dinner guy, or do you go out
No.
and
Papas.
you like that type
Yeah.
of stuff? Yeah. So you're what's the word? You're a proper tourist, right?
Yeah.
Somebody goes and sees a country for what they've got.
None of these English breakfasts and fish and chips.
No, we don't do that. No.
Master.
Exactly. Let's go onwards, my friend. I actually had one in the Winchester the other day with him. Christina says, "Don't be eating an English breakfast." So I ordered a sausage butty, and then I had half of his stuff. So I'm actually totally upset now because I'm just looking. We've only got one bar on the battery, and I threw it in my rucksack, so my camera bag's got my other battery in it. So don't worry. But if we go off, if we lose you, then I apologise before we get to Paul and Michaela. But they've been here they've been on it about 10 times, so I can't ask anymore about do you still love me? So do you still love me, Jade?
Yeah.
So where did you guys go to school? Where did you meet first of all?
It was a long time.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah.
5, 6
About 9 years ago.
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
You know, if you'd have killed him, you'd have been out by
I
now.
keep trying.
Come here. You sit there, my
You
darling.
should.
Yes. I'm going to bob down behind you.
I'm gonna go.
So, tell your story. Not how you met. Oh God, that's terrible, isn't it? Look at that. That's the thumbnail. That is. Jeez, that's twins, that isn't it?
I'm not standing up, man.
I was going to say he's getting on quite well. He's getting on quite well. So what I want to ask you is, when did you first discover our channel?
About February.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we came over this time last year
Uh-huh.
and we decided to book back, and we went on YouTube, typed in Tenerife,
Viene por aquí, ¿no?
found